Hello and welcome to Vow of the Wordlocks. This is a Scrabble RPG, or basically a word game that is fused with RPG mechanics. So if you're kind of interested in that, then stick around. If you'd otherwise like to take a look at the game, there is a link in the description. So let's start by picking our scenes here, our sceneries as it is known in the game. And you can see here we are going into the Fern Swamp. And everything is randomized, by the way. Absolutely everything. The level itself, the enemies, and of course, the letters. Yes, the letters that you get as a result. And here we go. Alright, so what do we have? Wow, okay, we got some pretty terrible letters right here. I'm not entirely sure what we're going to do with this, but we're going to try our very best. As you can see, this is our Scrabble board. And we're going to attempt to create something out of this. Okay, well, I can see one thing right now. Let's go for this. Void, I guess we'll go for. Boom, there we go. And you can indeed cast a lightning spell by utilizing this. So I am going to just move forward a little bit here. And then cast it. Boom, both of those guys dead. Nice. And we get experience every single time we kill enemies. Now, bear in mind, there are artifacts to find as well. And you can see here that I just gained a relic, which is a bottle of flame. This is what it does. It inflames the targeted ground and one charge. This ground is on fire, spreading to nearby squares and damaging units on top with fire damage. So you can, of course, use that with, well, right click. But yeah, otherwise you can actually zoom out all the way if you so desire, and you can see exactly what the game board is looking like, because this is literally a game board. And you can move around your little character, and well, our main goal is to go over there to that portal, so hopefully we're going to be able to make it there in time. There is no time limit, but hopefully I'm not going to die. And let's see. Okay, first of all, whoa, wow, okay. I did say everything was randomized. Look at these enemies right here. I have no idea what we're going to do to them, but let's have a look. Let's see if we can create something amazing, okay? I'm thinking... I can't do that one. Okay, I was hopeful for Livid. I was actually going to go for Livid, but we can't do that. Let's see. Alright. Let's go with... Yeah, it was a bit... maybe it was a bad idea for me to use the V, to be honest, wasn't it? Maybe it would have been a better idea to use something else. Okay, fine. Let's go with something like... Actually, wait a minute. We could... Yeah, okay, fine. Let's try... No, that's not going to work either. Oh, that's very, very unfortunate, isn't it? We could go for something really, really easy. Or we could try something a little bit more difficult, a little bit more in-depth. The question is, see, the thing is, I don't want to use the O or the I most of the time in Scrabble and various other word games. It's not a good idea to use the ones that are in the middle here, because that's going to trap you. That's going to make it so that you can't use the other ones, because otherwise they're not going to make sense. You know, the other letters are not going to make sense with themselves. So we're going to have a bit of a problem. I guess we can try some things. I don't know whether this is actually a word. Let's go with it. Lind. Okay, apparently it is actually a word, amazingly enough. We're getting a score of 5, which is absolutely terrible. I'm thinking we're going to need something a little bit better than this. Alright, fine, we're going to have to just use this, okay? We're just going to have to use this, and we're going to go for coil. That's only 6? Oh, that's terrible. That is so bad. Okay, fine, we're going to have to go with it, I guess. Yeah, gonna have to go with it. Alright, let's try it out. Okay, so these guys are gonna obviously move towards me, and we're gonna try to kill most of them. Boom, there we go. Okay, barely. Okay, we didn't really get much done there. That's very bad. Okay, well, we can probably try something a little bit better this time around. This is gonna be a little easier, I suppose. So, let's have a look-see. So, we'll go with... I really want to use the X if I can. So I'm thinking we will probably try Lux. I don't have an E, otherwise, well, 2 E's would help with Deluxe, but yeah, we can't do that. I could do this. So we'll do it. Boom, there you go. Those guys are dead. We got more letters for doing that, which is really, really nice. So let's have a look. What else we do? Devoid. Haha. Yes, absolutely. Perfect. Devoid. Wonderful. Okay, we can kill both of these, maybe. Yep, there we go. I'm now level 2. Yes, we're now level 2. And now, yeah, you may have thought, oh, is there a skill tree? There is. There's a skill tree. And you can spend your skill points however you so desire. So you can see here we have Shock, which summons lightning upon our foes. We have Firebolt, which does other things. Necrotic Flare, which does other things. And then a double word score as well, which we can also make do things. Yes. So, yeah, we're going to probably spec into double word score here, and we are going to be attempting to increase our score multiplier. Yes, our score multiplier. Thank you very much. There we go. So I spent my my skill points in Rigor there, and we are now ready to move on. Okay, so let's have a look. What else can we do here? I think we'll probably do this. There we go. We have a small... Yeah, this is going to be a bit problematic. This guy's going to be attacking us. Let's see if we can do something about him. There is an attack where you can actually use your staff. You can actually attack with your staff. However, that is only going to do 4 damage. So ideally, if you want to try to avoid taking damage, then it's a good idea to try and, you know, maximize that as best as you can. Okay. We're probably going to do something. I'd like to do daily. And we could... No, we can't do daily. Never mind. Okay. I thought we had an I, but we have 3 L's. Yes, we have 3 L's. So we're going to have to do... Can I do daily as in the name? I don't think so, right? No. Okay, well, what about... We're going to have to do... I mean, I guess I could do just day, but that is kind of lame. I'm only doing 7, right? I'm only doing 7, which is actually kind of terrible. I don't really want that, if I'm honest. So I'm thinking we'll probably try something else. What about... yeah. Yeah, this D is absolutely messing us up right now. Pretty terrible. Okay, well, we'll probably try something else then. We'll just do yard. That's going to be 8. That's perfect. So let's move here. Unfortunately, because of the way the movement works in the game, you can't actually turn while standing still, as far as I'm aware. So, you know, you walk back into people and they will then hit you because they hit you immediately. So it's pretty harsh. Otherwise, let's see. Ooh, okay, yeah, this is perfect. Okay, I know what to do here. We're going to do a nice little ding. Perfect. Oh, wait, no. There we go. Ding. There it is. Okay, and we're going to do 6. That is not enough to actually kill this archer. Okay, yeah. So as you can see, this is really, really problematic. So much so that this literal archer by himself almost managed to kill me. That is exactly what I'm talking about. I feel like it's very, very difficult to make that work. And what we're going to do is we're going to use this. Targeted relics. Yep, we're going to just target this right here. Can we... okay. For some reason... Wait a minute. Inflames the targeted ground. Yeah, I mean, I was kind of hoping that I could do that. It's probably... Okay, I'm actually not entirely sure how that works. I don't know how that... I don't know how to use it. Alright, well that helps, doesn't it? That really, really helps me, considering I actually need the assistance right now. I mean, it says right-click, right? Right-click is to use. And then I'm trying to click on these, and/or right-click on these. Yeah, but that doesn't work, as you can quite clearly see. So I can just drop it, but that doesn't do much. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna literally die from this. There is not much I can do about it, unfortunately. So we'll just move on, I guess. We'll just move on, and I'll just kill that guy, get a little bit of extra experience, and then die, and that's it. There you go. You surely gave the best you could, but it seems that wasn't enough. I mean, unfortunately, we just didn't get particularly good letters. We got, like, what, 3 L's and very, very few vowels, but obviously, you know, it's random. It's random, so, you know, most of the time you're potentially going to be getting something a little better as time goes on. Let me actually see if I can use this now. Oh, there it is. I actually used it. See? There it is. So I did actually use it beforehand. Or at the very least, I tried to, but it didn't really work out too well for us. Okay, so let's not do void this time, shall we? Because we obviously start with the same letters, unfortunately. Not a terribly big fan of that, but there you go. So let's see if I can actually make this work. I'm not entirely sure how to make it work, to be honest. I don't think we can go... we can't use names, right? Can we use names? Dylan. Is it Dillo? Okay, we could say Dillo. That's 6. Really? Only 6? That is pretty terrible. Okay, well, let's do this. And then this guy is going to walk into the fire. He's going to take 1 damage. We took 4 damage from him when he moved into us. Like I said, it does... the enemies do attack you immediately upon entering a square that is right close to you, which I personally feel is pretty harsh, but, you know, that's how it works. So, we'll see if we can do something now. Okay, yes, we'll do wand. That's perfect and very fitting considering we're a wizard. There we go. Do some damage. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, good experience from that as well. We actually managed to eliminate the archer really, really easily. Bear in mind that obviously, as you might have already guessed, enemies move when you move. So, you know, that's just something to bear in mind. Okay, so we could do... Can you do wanded? You can't do wanded, right? Oh, you can. That is actually hilarious. Okay, that's 11 damage. I'd like to get as much experience as possible, so what we're going to do is we're going to move over here. And we are just going to murder them. Boom! Massive damage. Nice level up from that. Let's get another level in shock. Let's get another couple of points in critical. And then we can start to move away from this. However, what we're going to do first is we are going to... Let's have a look. We could do dove. We could do done. We could do dane, dine, dive. Dip, dive, dodge. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, so let's actually go here and we'll do this, I guess. Dive. Yeah. What about drivel? Do we? Oh, no, we don't have an R. I would have been able to do that if I had an R, I guess. We could do dove. I think we'll do dove instead because we have so many O's. So I think that's a little bit better. And we do have, obviously, the V there. And we can do it. Ooh, yes, we can do something nice with the V and the L. I think that's pretty cool. All right, so we're just going to move away from this guy. Then we're just going to move here. Okay, that's kind of bad. All right, might kill myself with this. Yeah, I'd like to move on the spot so that this guy wouldn't attack me, but he is going to attack me. Let me actually just move like this. Okay, there we go. And now we'll do something. So we're going to do... Can we do this? That's not an actual word. What about this one? Nope. Okay, I was trying to get away with it, you know. Trying to get away with it a little bit. We need 6 damage. We need 6 damage. Do you think we can actually make it? We might be able to. Let me see. It's going to be a little bit problematic. Yeah, it's going to be pretty bad, actually. It's going to be pretty bad. So we could do this. That's 10 damage. Let's go. Boom. Okay, so he's dead. We are obviously leveling up. This is technically kind of a roguelike experience as well, by the way. So you are obviously going to be having the ability to replay the level multiple times. Because obviously it is a different level every single time, technically. So let's have a look. What else can we do here? I'd like a G. There is no G, though. And there is no U either. So the Q is going to be kind of difficult to use here. We could go for... Okay, well, no. Yeah, we could go for this, actually. Yeah, no. Actually, let's go with this. Love. There we go. Perfect. The question is this guy actually on me already? Well, this guy certainly is, so we'll just eliminate him. I'm gonna die from this archer, unfortunately, I think. That's probably gonna be my fate. Let me just see if I can maybe make something. Ooh, oh no, I could have done bingo. I could have done bingo if we had the opportunity. Can we? We can't fit it in there, can we? No, we can't. But I can actually... Oh, hello, wait a minute. The super partner of the Gouge Boson. What? Okay. Okay, well, I've got 6 damage from this. This is not really enough. Can I do Binoy? Nope. Can I do Binog? No. Can I do Binol? Nope. That's not... Binu? No, that's not going to work. Okay. So, we're going to have a bit of a problem here, because I could do this, and the enemy is probably going to be seeing me relatively quickly here. Kill that guy. Oh, and the archer was right behind him, and he shot us. Wow, okay, that was pretty bad. Oh, well, never mind, never mind. We are on the next level, of course. Every single time you level up, you gain a significant amount of power. So, you're going to get to see exactly why, because we do get some additional skills that we can indeed cast as well. And indeed, there are some of these cauldrons in and around the area, and these cauldrons actually do provide you with health, which allows you to live much longer. At least that's the idea. Okay, so we're going to do Dill here this time. 5, really? Only 5? This guy's going to do damage to me as well? Okay, well, that's fine, I guess. What did we gain just there? We gained an artifact of some kind? A Talisman of Chiron. If you kill more than 3 units in a single turn, heal by 10. That's pretty nice. That's a nice thing. I like it. Okay, so let's do this. There we go. And what we're going to do is we're just going to go like this. What is actually going on here with the archer? Is he being annoying on purpose? Yep. I'm dead. Nothing I could do about that. Unfortunate. Yeah, but this is exactly what happens, you see. If you do get into a situation where opponents are right on top of you, you cannot turn around without taking damage. Because you can't just stop and then turn yourself around. So that's obviously a bit of an issue. But we do keep the relic, as you can see right there. We do keep the relic, so it's really, really nice. Let's see if I can do something a little bit different. Can I do Lil? 2 L's? Yep. Okay, that's 4 damage though. Really? That's terrible. Okay, we can't do that. What about Livon? No, that's not going to work. Okay, yeah. We'll probably just do something like... Can I do this? Alright, so we do have a bit of an issue here. We've got to just go with Lind, I guess. It's not really good, and as you can see, we did take some damage, unfortunately. We're just going to be doing some little bits of damage here. There we go. Okay, fantastic. So, now what we're going to do is we're going to be going for something like Firebolt, or we're going to be going for Necrotic Flare. Now, Necrotic Flare is kind of nice. It does lead to things like rejuvenation and stuff like that, so I think we'll probably take that. We've now learned the spell. Yes, we've now learned the spell. So now the reason why this is really, really cool is because we can go here. You see that up there? These two little, what was it now? Symbols, I guess? Those two little symbols are actually going to make it possible for us to, when we make a word over that, over those squares, it's going to make a really, really nice thing happen. So, pretty happy with that. Okay, so first of all, what we want to do is we want to get ready for the archer, because he's going to absolutely destroy us. I found that archers in this game are crazy powerful, so let's see if we can do something with that. Alright, I know where I can use the Z, so I think we could probably do it. But I don't want to use it yet. If I can help it. Okay, we'll do lamb or something like that, I guess. I mean, that's a pretty strong word. 8 damage. Not as much as I thought. But good enough, I suppose, right? Good enough. Okay, so we'll just continue moving over here. Let's try and get to one of these cauldrons. Maybe we can actually get something. There we go. Hello. There we are. Yes, we did get healed for a very small amount. Okay, so let's have a look. What do we want? I can do QU. The question is, I don't really want to use that for one of these because these guys are so weak. You know what I mean? It's a bit of a problem. Ooh, hello. Okay, it looks as though I will actually have to go all the way around here. Can I go this way? I think I can go this way. Yes, there we go. Nice. Okay, I could literally just get by. Thankfully, the archer is blocked by the rock over there, so that's really making a huge difference. I was a bit worried there for a second, but no, as you can see, we are right through. Technically, I could have walked through, I think probably the whole time, but I feel like it's pretty important for us to get at least a little bit of experience and some relics for the upcoming level, because this next level requires you to kill a boss. Yes. It's a little bit tough. And you can see here that our board is completely cleared, and we now have the same starting letters that we had beforehand. And it is obviously very, well, I'd say a little bit difficult, these ones specifically. Oh, actually, we've got 2 eyes. Hello. All right, yeah, we've got 2 eyes. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to place them like this. We're going to do livid. I'm livid. I'm absolutely livid. Yes, absolutely perfect. There we go. Nice. All right, so we do have another bunch of people coming up here, and we're going to have to do something a little bit cool with this. So let's see what we can do. I'm thinking probably something like coil. Yeah, I think that sounds pretty good. How much? 6 damage only? Really? Okay. Guess we'll do it. Nice, good damage. Actually, not bad, not bad. Pretty decent. And then we could probably do something else here. What about... we have an A, so that's kind of nice. We can do yard, I guess. Or we could do drat. Something like that. I guess we'll just do yard for the moment. That's 8 damage. Nice. And then he moves into us. That's wonderful. I kind of want to get to one of those cauldrons. That would be nice. Okay, so we'll probably do something like this. Yin. That's going to do 12. Boom. Nice, nice, nice. There is a chest there as well. That's also treasure. Yes, that is also treasure. So let us loot it. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. What did we get? Whatever this was. What is it? Ah, a straight sword hilt, which adds 3 to our round score and is multiplied by your spell score multiplier, and it also affects spells critical calculations. Very nice. Okay, so let me see if I can move around here. Let me see. Where do I actually need to go? Well, the boss is there as far as I can tell, so if I move this way, I can get there. If I go up and then to the right and then around there, I can also get there that way. I think that's probably what we'll do. So we'll go this way first, and I'm going to need to kill this guy. Oh, this is going to be kind of harsh. Alright, let's see how we do. I guess we'll just do coils. That's what we're going to do. Just coils. Just add an S onto something, and then it usually works. There we go. Okay, so we've got, annoyingly enough, this guy doing 4 damage to us, but, you know, that's how it goes. What is this thing? Ah, hello. Alright, what is that? A blue ice bird. For every enemy you kill, add 1 grandeur for the rest of this chapter. Oh, that's actually pretty nice. Okay. Not too bad. Let's just loot that. There we go. Get a little bit of healing. Oh, apparently I can't go this way. Ah, okay. I thought that we could, but apparently not. Are we locked out from this side as well? Yeah, it does seem as though that is the case. Obviously, it is grid-based. So you do have to bear that in mind. It looks as though I have to go around here. Ah, okay. Yeah. We'll just go on the right side then. Alright, that should be easy enough. There is an archer, though. Oh, no. There is an archer. Oh, dearie me. Okay, yes. I am going to have a bad problem with this guy. Okay, yeah. Well, we'll see how we do. Yeah, we'll probably just do something like this. Something like stain. 8 only? Really? Okay, that's pretty bad. This guy's going to do so much damage to me. There we go. At least we eliminated him not too badly. Wow, these enemies, they're looking a bit dangerous for my liking. There we go. Got a little bit of HP back. Hopefully these fellows are not going to murder me too hard. I can actually go to that cauldron too. This is pretty nice. We might have a good shot at this. Now, let me see what this scroll does again. Replace all your unplaced letters with the same number of random ones. Okay. Could use that, I guess. Maybe that's kind of useful. Yeah, I don't know. Well, we're going to have a bit of a problem with this fellow right here. So, I guess we could try something like... What is this? Nerd? I don't think with the D works. Oh, it kind of does work. It's an alternative spelling. Yeah, okay. Ooh, well, we could try it, or we could go for something else. Is there something else that we could... What about Nerp? Nope, that doesn't work. Okay. Nerf? Nerf herder? Oh, no, it's probably an E, isn't it? Yeah, it's probably an E. Yeah, I guess we'll just do Nerd then. That's all I really have available, unfortunately. We might critical, but no such luck, of course. We'll just go in and attack that guy with our random attack there, with our manual attack, shall we say. And he's got 44 HP. Never mind. Okay, I'm dead for sure. There's nothing I can do about this. All right, well, let's have a look. Let's have a look. What do we have? Ipa? Nope. Yeah, this is not going to work, unfortunately. This is not going to work. We can't remove any of these, by the way. You need to find scrolls and stuff like that to be able to make that work. So, like, for example, I just used this scroll right here. And, well, should we say chance potion? And, yeah, you could see what it's done. It's literally replaced all my stuff. And we now have other things that we can potentially use. So, the question is, what do we want? What about AZ? I guess I could do that. 14 damage. Not exactly great, because, a Z would be absolutely fantastic here. High King of Love. Well, I'm sure he doesn't want to show me that much love. This guy is going to be insanely hard for us. I don't know how much damage he does, by the way, so that's obviously a problem as well. What about Nerds? Nerds, 9 damage. All right, okay, fine. I'll take it. Why not? What else do we have available? What about Vet? Yeah, that works. 11 damage. Boom. Okay. Kind of. What about Veto? We can do Veto and Oz. Okay, that's not too bad, actually. I'm kind of surprised I'm making this work with some really stupid things that I'm selecting right here. What about On and OS? Okay. I guess that's kind of working. We've got 4 damage left. I can't believe it. Okay, what about this? Nope, that's not going to work. No. Nah, none of that's going to work. What about the C? The C is probably going to be relatively decent, right? We could probably do something with that. Or not, as the case may be, because I guess we could do... yeah, Kaba, I guess. There you go, we did it. Oh my, okay. And we also did get, as you can quite clearly tell, we got a very, very nice level up. And I probably should have looted that relic that the guy dropped, shouldn't I? But I think we're back to the main screen now. Yes, we're back to the main screen, because now we can go to the next... Oh no, we can't go to the next one. No, we can't go to the next one. Oh well, never mind. I thought we could go to the next story. I was looking forward to that, but no, never mind. Anyway, this is Vow of the Wordlocks. If you'd like to check it out, there is a link in the description. Wishlist it if you like what you've seen. Otherwise, I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.